Good evening, ladies and men. We've got some ORAS OU here, which should be very hot. I might even know what I'm talking about, but probably not. And it's going to be Metallica from China playing against Praj, who is now just known as PJ. Got this spreadsheet here. India, which is Praj's team, are doing very badly. And China are doing, I would say, very well, because they are one of the newer teams, so pretty impressive that they're 10-7. Oceania not doing so well. We're actually 8-7 now, so hopefully we have a big weekend and come back. Well, won't really need a comeback, but we're going to have to start winning more than we have been. Neither of these two have lost. Praj, where is he? Is 1-0, and Metallica is 2-0, so this should be a good game. And it's 11 PM, so hopefully they both bring offense, and I might have a chance of editing this and uploading it before I go to bed with a nice shit thumbnail. Here we go, and no offense for me. Well, Metallica's got a cool team, but Praj, well, actually, this is not that lame. It's just, what is this? Ladder Idiot Advanced Kit. He's only got like 3 Stormons. I am going to go for Praj because India are not doing well, and I've known Praj for a long time, although we have hardly spoken. But he's a bit of a fan favourite. So let's see what we have here. I forget who made this team originally, or like, usually it doesn't have conch. But there was this team, it may have been a Gen 7 team, which is like Zard Y and Heatran, and the Zard Y has Defog, and it's also got Slowbro and Weavile. That is just such a sick team. But yes, let's get some analysis going. Alakazam can definitely be a pest because it outspeeds everyone, and it 2-hit KOs everyone. Conch lead is... that did nothing. That must be Assault Vest, which is probably the norm. Okay, so Praj just gets a little chip on there. He does have the Clefable for this, and we will see. Alright, is this going to be... so it might be Life Orb Clefable, which is very common now because it helps Clef to break through stuff, like even Chansey. So I guess Metallica may have expected a double because like the Excadrill or the Tran is very obvious, and Praj, he just knows. And Rotom is actually a pretty big pest to Metallica's team. Conch is the only thing that wants to take it on, and then of course the Rotom can just whittle it down and even just Volt Switch out and get the damage for free. So this Heatran, you would hope it's taking advantage of the sun. I don't know whether it would need, like whether it would be Solar Beam. It might just be a strong Magma Storm with Toxic and Earth Power. Because this or Excadrill could have the rocks. Rotom got knocked off. Well, Heatran can often be the key against these kind of against Chansey. But Praj does have the Gliscor as well. One of the better answers to Heatran because it doesn't care about Toxic. Does Metallica... well, he's got the Slowbro, which is decent, switching into Gliscor. Slowbro could win this if it's Calm Mind. That's a very nice win con. If Alakazam comes in here... I don't know how... well, yes, you're probably going to have to risk hitting Focus Blast on Weavile in this matchup. Like, I wonder whether Metallica will just say, I need you to miss this Focus Blast so I can kill Alakazam with Weavile's Pursuit. So we'll see whether Praj wants to... yep, he's bringing it in. And I don't think we'll see Focus Blast here. Alakazam probably does take one hit from Conch. All of the switch-ins get hit by Focus Blast, so Alakazam is just so dangerous. If he has... well, he really needs to go for the Psychic move to get the KO on Conch. I don't know whether... Mr. Metallica would be thinking of sacking Conk. So Driller comes in. Can we see any sick focus blasts? No, we cannot. That did nothing. So that's bound to be Spadef. This probably won't kill. Jesus Christ. That shouldn't have killed. That must have been like min damage psychic, max damage focus blast. But down goes the mole, and we want Praj to win anyway. So let's just say that was deserved. Like, Alakazam would have lived any hit, and one of those pink bastards might have like heal bell. So yes, relatively safe to do that. This Slowbro, I guess, is threatening Thunderwave. So Chansey's pretty safe, and we see a double into... I'm guessing this is Zard Y, but if it is, that double didn't make a whole lot of sense, and the good move is selected. Praj is... Well, you don't really get trapped when you're faster than Heatran. This is, at least I think, outspeeding will let him live. Because normally you're slower and you get taunted, and then it's a bit of a prediction game with toxic taunt, blah blah blah. Very nice full para for our friend, but a little annoying. Like, you never like to see a Chansey get lucky. Even though Chansey was my profile picture for a while. Now Magma Storm lasts 1 or 2 more turns, but yeah, being faster again is what's going to let this Chansey survive, plus getting lucky. So Metallica switches there. Is this Helmet? Oh my goodness, this Chansey is on the whittle. So nicely played. Now the Charizard, well, yes, it will have to be default Charizard Y if it's going to have much of an impact in this game. The Alakazam has Psy-Kick rather than Psy-Shock, but like Zard Y at half HP is going to be getting plopped by Psychic. So the Gliscor comes in safely and gets the orb activated. Yeah, I guess Slowbro was not going to be staying in there, plus, well, Chansey was probably not staying in either. So Metallica is threatening the Ice Punch here, but it's just not very threatening because Clefable, Skarmory, Rotom can just come in. Skarm getting up spikes is going to be pretty dire for Metallica, but there's no need to rush this. Just go into Clefable, and that is fine and dandy. Could see a little Drain Punch here predicting the soft-boiled, but I don't think it really gets Metallica anywhere. I just don't see Metallica winning this. This just looks like a super dire matchup with Praj getting lucky so far. Well, Slowbro can just come in easily here. This would surely have Earth Power as the last slot. That's my favourite Heatran set, just by the way. And Zard does come in. But well, Chansey might, yeah, Chansey probably does die to 2 attacks from 40%, so someone dies here. Gliscor will live. And Heatran's already, like, half HP. I still don't think... Well, you could just take 1 hit with Gliscor. I wonder what set this would be. Like, you could just take 1 hit and go for... Well, do you Earthquake or just Facade? I wonder whether this... How weak is this team to opposing Gliscor? Because Ice Fang is a pretty common coverage move these days. But he does have Skarmory, probably with Whirlwind. Although it might need counter for, like, Metagross and others on that team. Bisharp is a pain in the ass. So, yep, does just take the... He goes for Taunt there. So this still gets a kill. Like, surely Chansey is not taking 2 flamethrowers. So who would you sack, ladies and gents? Rotom's not exactly imperative. I would definitely be keeping Skarm for the Weavile. Okay, sacks Gliscor, so we'll see whether Heatran ends up being a problem. Yeah. this... Yeah, we'll just have to see whether Weavile dodges what it needs to dodge. Doesn't have Shadow Ball, perhaps. Okay. Wonder what set that is, then. Like, it usually has Encore or Taunt or something, so he might have one of them and then, like, recover. So, if Slowbro walls the Alakazam, how does that change things? They're playing too fast. Slowbro, the Rotom counter, that, like, Slowbro actually does just kind of eat these Volt Switches, so this is not stupid. And he has Psychick instead of Psyshock, so Chansey is back on the loose. And Clef is still plenty healthy to take this thing on. And Zard does come in on the Clef, so this just doesn't really have an impact now because of the rocks. And Zard is dead, so looking pretty grim. Like, Weavile's gonna have to go nuclear bruv, and he doesn't even have rocks up for the Skarmory. So this is just... like, these two are playing so fast, I'm expecting to just see some GGs in the chat soon, because this just looks so one-sided. Here's Weavile. Like, this would need to be Swords Dance, which isn't really a set. Clef is not needed from here, so you can even just stay in. That's probably banded. Does get the Delightful Flinch. I don't know, man. I don't think you have to apologize after the shit with Chansey. Like, I wonder if Heatran did a better job of trapping the Chansey, Zard Y might have just gone berserk. But with the Excadrill gone early, preventing Rapid Spin, it was just always going to be super hard for Metallica to have any impact with this team, which doesn't really have great stall-breaking tools at the best of times. So just Trace the Flash Fire, full para. It seems that Slowbro might wall this, so we'll see whether that ends up being the case. Helmet, it's bound to have Scald, but it could definitely still have T-Wave, but Praj is just getting the better end of the stick here. As big Chansey looms large, and we see a... Almost sorry. He almost apologized there, just missed one letter, which is better than people usually do. Yep, like, Praj is just under no pressure from any of these, except maybe Weavile. Like, no one can switch into Chansey. The Helmet Slowbro kind of can do something, but really it's just... it's time stalling. Like, there's nothing that Metallica can do. Trace regen here, pretty sick. You just get to snack this for free. And there's the Encore, so is it Calm Mind Encore? Focus Blast here, surely. This is just free. There's the GG. Weavile's in the bin. Metallica's in the bin. China is in the bin. And Praj nearly apologizes twice. So the SRY spelling of sorry is like a pet peeve of Daft Mouse and me, so yep. Never mind. Grats India, that was not a great game. Thank you for watching. Condolences China, and goodbye.